We were just talking about the last two plays on defense prior to, to getting the big stop and that second down play, and then you were also involved in the third down play, I believe. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Yeah, we came out of a timeout for the last play. It was a 3rd and 1. Coach just talked about, we got to trust ourselves and trust in our teammates. Me and Nick had good communication and kind of sniffed out the play a little bit. Was just read my keys right and just did what we practiced and was there to get in on the play a little bit. So.
It's a big improvement from what you've done earlier on the Wildcat.
Yeah. That's the important part about football is having a short memory, but learning from your mistakes. So I was just ready for the play. I kind of knew they were going to come back to it, and just communicated well and read my keys that time and did what I had to do. So.
Matt and Nick, final home game. How fast has it gone, or does it seem like yesterday?
It's gone extremely fast. It's hard to believe it'll be my last time on Ryan Field playing with my brothers. It's just flown by.
Yeah, it really has gone quick, a lot faster than when you're in the moment and when you're in it. It seems like the winter workouts are dragging on and that sort of thing. But then looking back on it, I can't believe it's almost over. But it's exciting to think that we can go out and really make a name for ourselves and leave our legacy.
Nick, regarding Austin Carr, how have you seen him grow these last couple of years and making the big plays that he is now?
It's been great seeing him develop as wide receiver. Coming in, he was walk-on. And this past year, he gained a scholarship, which was well-deserved. He's an extremely hard worker. I'd say he's up there in the top of being a hard worker on our team. And he's a guy that just grinds, and he's definitely made a name for himself this year, for sure.
Matt, you guys finally got Justin going this week after 3 sort of off weeks. What did you guys as a unit do differently against Penn State?
I thought we had a really good scheme coming out. We had a good idea of what they were going to do, and Coach McCall had some great plays to attack their defense at some weak points that we saw. But then from an offensive line standpoint, we harped on let's get them running outside. Let's get them in space and allow them to make some guys miss, give them some big holes. And personally, I really enjoy. I love blocking for him. It's really fun. He makes us look good. We mess up, he can make us right. And then when we do our job, it makes everything that much easier. It's a really great feeling when we see him, spring a big run or something like that, and you have a key block on that, and you knew that you kind of sprang that play. But I would say it came down to scheme and then our attitude up front.
Nick, you've had two picks in the last 2 games, which is something that's quantifiable. But when opposing teams look at the films and say this is a guy we better stay away from, maybe you won't get the interception, but you can affect what they do because of what you've done the past couple games. Is that something you take pride in as well?
I just take pride in just doing my job. Just going out and trying to make big plays when I can, and just trying to do the best that I can to help out my teammates. And we talk a lot about in the DB room, we want to be the best secondary in the Big Ten. And if we want to do that, we need to make big plays. So,
question to all 3 of you. The goal is to win every game, but is there this backdrop here that now every game that you do win translates into a better bowl? I think your coach said something about New Year's Day and wanting to get into the best bowl game you can.
Yeah, at our team meeting today, the bigger picture was addressed. We try and take everything week by week, but the bigger picture was addressed, and playing in a New Year's Six bowl was addressed. But then we brought it down into how we're going to get there, and that's by winning each week. But to answer your question, yes, we did talk about, the bigger picture and some bowls that we have a chance of going to, and that's a little extra motivation. But like I said, the way we're going to get there is by winning each week and going 1-0. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have heard that a time or two when we say go 1-0. This is really, we kind of harp on it, going 1-0 every week, every practice, every rep.
Yeah, I mean, like Matt said, it was addressed this morning. And, a big thing that, our senior class, our legacy that we want to leave, we win out the rest of our games. We'll be the first Northwestern team to win 11 games in season, and that's the best in Northwestern's history. So that's something, you look at long-term goals, that's something you definitely want to achieve, but you got to look at it 1-0 each week. It's step by step. If you start thinking about things in long term, you forget about what's in front of you.
Nate, what was your first feeling when you had your buddy go down, Jalen Prater, and when did you start to feel like you were maybe relaxed out there? And then tell us a little bit about how did you achieve 7 solos and a total of 10 tackles in that game?
Well, to answer the first few questions, I watched Jalen go down. I didn't exactly see what happened to him, but I saw that I needed to be ready to go in. I've been in the game before in the first, second, third, and fourth quarter during some big plays, so I wasn't necessarily nervous, but more kind of ready and focused when I went in. And after the first series, I kind of felt more settled down, and just it's easier when you have guys like Nick and Ant Walker, Drew Smith, guys like that make it easier to be out there because they trust in you and have confidence in you, and they're always giving you pointers and stuff. So, and to address the question about the tackles, just the same thing. Just my teammates, when they're where they're supposed to be, it makes it a lot easier for me to make tackles as well. So,
Hey guys, again, this is to all three of you. I assume you're aware of what's taking place and may have taken place at Missouri today. How, if at all, does that translate to you in this football program?
A big thing is we want to control what we can control. I don't know fully what's going on over there, mostly because I've been trying to, as a team we want to focus on us, and as Northwestern we want to focus on us. It's great what they're trying to stand for, and change is good and everything. Making a stand for what you believe in, I respect that fully. But for us over here at Northwestern, we're focused on us, focused on going 1-0 each and every week, and just handling our business.
The other, both of you, is relationships here good? How does it translate at all?
Relationships on our team are great with everybody. Some of my best friends are African American. I don't see any difference really. So everything here is great. We're great teammates. Everybody's great teammates and friends with everybody. I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but that's the way it is in our locker room. And everybody enjoys everybody's company. Everybody's fair to each other. Yeah.
right, I haven't even been here for 2 years yet, and I was the first 8 months I was here. I was surprised at how many friends I made on the offensive line and what kind of chemistry we had as a team as a whole. There was no cliques or anything like that. So I think the relationships we have on this team are the best they can be. So.
Yeah, being here 5 years now, I think Fitz was talking about the camaraderie in our locker room. Just over the summer, we definitely meshed as a team really, really well. And it's probably the most that we've hung out as a team and hanging out with, different position groups or different guys that you usually don't hang out with or see. So, and I think that makes a huge difference out there on the playing field, especially when you go out there to play with your brothers. You know that they're going to have your back because you hang out with them so much.